What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. I'm Tacoma Kenny. Today we're going to be installing a cold air intake for SXTH Element. This cold air intake works on the 4th-gen and up 2024 plus Tacomas, the 2025 plus 6th-gen 4Runners, as well as the new 250 Land Cruisers. They all have the same engine. I've been sitting on this for quite a few months, just been waiting for a chance to actually make this video of the install, try to get y'all some good pre-recorded sounds and post-install sounds as well, so you can really hear what this intake sounds like, because honestly that's why we're all buying this intake. We want to hear those turbo noises and the blow-off valve and everything. So I'm excited to finally get this done. It's pretty simple install. I think it's gonna take maybe 10 minutes with some simple hand tools, but I've already got the recordings from our all right, guys, so I'm gonna try to get 3 sound clips for you. I'm gonna do this first one with the microphone on the right side of my head with just the passenger front window open. This is going to be from a dead stop up to maybe through 2nd gear. We'll see what kind of sound that captures. Try one microphone placement maybe under the hood itself, and I'm also going to do one from outside the vehicle on a tripod as I come by. So we'll try to capture 3 different sound recordings of before the intake's put on, and then repeat these after the intake's on. Alright, our last clip, we're going to have the microphone under the hood. Also have one on my hat as well, so we'll see how this sounds with dual mics. So we'll get this hood popped. And if you guys haven't already, highly recommend Lexland hydraulic struts for the hood. Simple, cheap upgrade that makes life so much easier. Because I have an air compressor, MORRflate, so I have to pop the hood when I'm off-roading to air back up, and just makes it that much easier and quicker. Doing any kind of engine work, changing your oil, really love those. I'll leave a link for that in the description as well. We'll start getting this out. It's just a few simple clips and a couple of hose clamps to loosen up, and the whole intake's going to pop right out. Pretty simple. A quick unboxing video here, see what all's in here. I've actually got a few different products from SXTH Element. I've got their axle dump exhaust. I've also got their bed step relocation bracket, so I have my retractable bed step. A little card here with a scan code. We've got some simple instructions. You got the design in the foam, that's a nice touch. Intake hose there. Have our clamps. Let's see the intake itself here. That's everything in the box. So here's the intake itself. Looks like it has a protective layer of this glass because this is see-through here. We'll peel that off in a minute. Overall, nice quality. We're going to swap the grommets over from the factory intake. We'll end up having 2 push rivets here. The factory has a 4. We'll lose 2 of those. So let's get the old one out. Alright, it's pretty simple here. We've got our clip here. You want to unplug that. Flathead screwdriver on this side. We'll unhinge that. We'll tuck that out of the way for the moment. Then we have a 10mm hose clamp bolts next. Or a Phillips head screwdriver also work for these. And then last, we just have these 4 push rivets here. You just push them down to release them. And then they come out pretty easy. We'll be reusing 2 of these. Remove this piece of the intake here. The next piece comes out of the front, it's just slid in. And from what I've seen online is this is pushed in by 3 grommets here. You can see the one in the front. We should be able to pull all of this out at this point, so might take some elbow grease. That wasn't too bad. A lot simpler than I thought it was going to be. Okay, there we go. Out with the factory intake. Oh. Just took a little more elbow grease to get that off. So now we got all the factory intake pieces out. What we're going to do is get these 3 grommets off the bottom of here and transfer them over to the new intake. Okay, they come out a lot easier than I thought they were going to be. This is pretty pliable. The truck's only got 16,000 miles on it. Put all this factory stuff under here for the moment since we're done with all of it. Work these into the new holes here. I'm just going to use a screwdriver to kind of push them down in there. And then just check on the other side to make sure they've fully seated in. And now, see if I can get this off. Oh, it's not even, oh, it's magnetized. How cool is that? All right, I finally got all the label peeled off of this, but it's pretty neat. I didn't realize this is just magnetized on here. So you can just pop that on. There's a little bit of a finger hole here to be able to get it off to get access to the filter later if you're going to be changing or cleaning it. So that's pretty neat. So we'll get this put all back in the truck now. So start off, we're going to have to push this down back on the rubber grommets here. Line these up. You can definitely feel those all go back in place. I'll throw our pop rivets back in here. To reset these, you want to push them up. They are definitely snug trying to get these back in because this metal or plastic, I'm not even sure, is a little bit thicker than the OEM. Alright, that's nice and secure. That is a very snug fit, so you really have to get that down before you push your pop rivet back in. We got it in place. We'll get our hose connected. We still got to swap over our mass airflow sensor. So remove the mass airflow sensor, simple Phillips head screwdriver. You just have 2 screws here. Out that comes. Just remember this can be facing towards the front of the truck. Get these screws out of the way. I don't think we reuse those. Now on the new intake pipe, it's a 3mm Allen here. We'll remove these screws. So now we'll just place this back over, drop our sensor back in place, our Allen screws back in their place. And just snug this up. Now it's ready to go in the truck. Alright, so we get our couplings placed on here. The smallest one is going to go down towards the manifold. Get these in its place where you can get to the screws pretty easy. So we'll get that on. Might help to loosen these up a little bit. It's an 8mm, by the way. Seems to fit this pretty well. These are 5/9 problems here. I'm going to grab a stool. Alright. Much better. Really push down on this now to just want to make sure this is seated all the way. All right, go ahead and tighten this bottom clamp. It's nice and snug. I mean, this is all plastic and rubber. We'll get our next clamp on here, which is going to be the biggest opening. It's going to go towards the intake. Again, make sure your clamps are in place. They're going to be easy for you to work on it. Probably have to loosen these up as well. All right, get that in position. Tighten that down. I'm gonna loosen these other clamps up, make sure we got room to get this intake tube in. I'll just see if we can get this in. I have to use my stool again here. There we go. All right, now we'll tighten that up. And all that's left is to plug this back in. We're gonna wrap it around that hose to keep it out of the way there. And we are done. I'm ready to go check the sounds out. All right, guys, soaking wet and sweat. Install's done. It's already summer here in Florida at the beginning of March. We're already in boat weather here. I haven't went full throttle yet. I barely heard it as I pulled out of the neighborhood, so this will be my initial first impression of the sound. So let's see how this goes. We got a sport mode, exact same deal as before. This is gonna be with a microphone on the right side of my head with just the front passenger window open. So let's see. Okay, my initial impression is I'm not blown away by the amount of noise I just heard. Pulling out of the neighborhood, just like standard throttle that I normally would give, I would say was actually louder than expected, and then full throttle turbo noises weren't all that loud just then. So we'll see. Can't really tell a seat of the pants dyno feeling. I mean, I'm sure it increased like 100 horsepower. It's Toyota, but we'll get the tripod out and do a flyby on it and see if we can hear that. I mean, just honestly, well, you can hear it right there. I mean, just I think under more of a load and the blow off valve, you can hear a little better. So we'll get the tripod out and see what it sounds like from the outside. Alright, one last run with the microphone under the hood as well as on my hat. So let's see how this goes. Try to get you guys some audio from the hat and from the microphone, holding it off to the side here. We got just a little incline of a hill, but yeah, that's gonna be enjoyable listening to that over and over again. So I'd say my final thoughts on this. I mean, it's very simple to install. It's very well made. The noise isn't like a 10 out of 10 loud. I'd say it's more of like a 7 out of 10 probably of what I was expecting. Not really upset with that. I'm 40 years old. I'm not trying to sound super loud on like an exhaust or anything like that. But intake, I really love it. I used to have a GTI Volkswagen with a whatever they call like 2-air blow-off valve or atmospheric blow-off valve, and I used to love to hear that thing make that noise. So getting to hear this is going to be great. I'll leave a link in the description for the product if you want to go to 6 Element's website. Like I said, I've got their turn down exhaust and their bed step relocation bracket. all been wonderful so far. Really liking the company. Anything else you guys want to see me review from them, just let me know in the comments. We'll see if we can do anything else. Thanks again for watching. You guys have a great day.